Hello, everyone. Come on in. Tell me where you're signing in from. Hi, Danielle, Krista. Happy Saturday indeed. Indeed. We're going to talk about something I write about in this book, and I want to help you understand better and see how you feel about this idea that I'm going to talk about. But I'm just going to wait for people to come in. And while they're coming in, I just want to remind you all I'm doing a most amazing event on June 2nd because of my guest. My guest is Dr. Gabor Mate. He and I are going to be doing a live talk together on June 2nd for $39, and you get a book. So the link is in my bio, the link is in the copy, and it'll be in the comments. Dr. Gabor Mate, if anyone is versed with the fields of trauma, connection, addiction, and how to understand it, Dr. Gabor Mate is your guy. He is a genius. He is amazing. And he and I are going to be in a conversation together on Wednesday, June 2nd. It's online. You get the recording for 30 days. And we're going to talk about my book, his work, and you get a signed copy of my book for $39. All of it for $39. I wouldn't miss it if I was you. And don't worry about attending it live. You will get the recording. June 2nd, the link is everywhere. Make sure you grab a seat. So I'm going to talk about something from my book. But before I do, let me know if you've read it, if you've bought it. And if you haven't, grab your copy soon. Amber got the book yesterday. Gonna get lost in this book this weekend. Yes, Juana, it's an epic event with Dr. Gabor Mate and myself on Wednesday. Conversation of my dreams. Yes, Janelle. Sanjay, are you reading my book? He wrote a mail reading your book. How do you feel about it? Hello from Singapore. Hi, Aditya. Hi from Illinois. So if you are interested in awakening yourself, in understanding how to be more empowered, more authentic, get the book, buy the book, get it for your mom, for your sisters. It's a life-changing book. I know it because I wrote it because I had changed my life. Hi, Tara from Bhutan. Ruchira says, you've been a super influencer. People in my life going bonkers. Manu's got the book. Who here on Instagram has got the book? Tell me. Okay. So let's talk about something I speak to in the last chapter of my book, A Radical Awakening. The last chapter is called Embracing Detachment. So people have a really hard time with this idea of detachment. They take it to mean that you are not connected, that you are not alive and vital and here. Detachment sounds cold. It sounds pretty brutal. But here's the thing, and why detachment is so important if you truly want to evolve. April says you need to buy the book. Yes, April, buy the book. Karishma ordered it. We're talking about a radical awakening. So in this last chapter called Embracing Detachment, here's what I say. Hi, Margot. Am I a loving person or just attached? This is the ultimate question we each need to answer. Let's do this again. Am I a loving person or am I just attached? This is the ultimate question we each need to answer. Attachment is always needy, conditional, and dependent. It keeps us tethered, weighted, bound, and gagged. True love does the opposite. It powers our wings to fly free. We're talking about a radical awakening and the power of detachment. Am I a loving person or just detached? This is the ultimate question we each need to answer. Attachment is always needy, conditional, and dependent. It keeps us tethered, weighted, bound, and gagged. True love does the opposite. It powers our wings to fly free. So this is a really difficult concept for people because everyone thinks they're really loving. And then when the love turns opposite to the expectation, the love flies out the window and it turns into apathy, stagnancy, disillusionment, resentment, anger, and hatred. So this is why you have to be very careful before you say you truly love someone. Because truly loving someone doesn't come with a transaction. But most love, and you won't want to hear this. You're like, no, I love. Okay, most love is love because it follows your expectations. Because it follows your script. It follows your fantasy. When that love begins to not follow it, people don't even talk to each other. You can't even get two people to talk to each other. So leave alone caring, leave alone supportive. So it's not love that creates the attachment. It's the false idea of love that creates the attachment. True love is something else. The love as we experience it here on earth is corrupted love. It is love that is tainted with possession, with ownership and control. We're talking about concepts from my book, A Radical Awakening. If you want to radically awaken or help people in your life, go grab a copy now. Now. So, one of the most shocking realizations arrived for me when I became aware that most of my relationships were based on attachment, not love. Up until that moment, I had fully believed that I had loved many and been loved by many. This awareness shook me to my core. I had so identified with the idea that I was a loving person that to understand that this love was laced with attachment was unnerving, right? So our love is tainted with expectation, right, Linda? True love does not control. So when you begin to understand that your love and the love you receive is being tainted with expectations, then we begin to realize that this is not really true love. This is love because I feel good about myself when I'm with you. It feels good for me to love you. Most of the time, we don't even love the other person. We just love how they make us feel. They make us feel needed, or they make us feel important, or they make us feel significant, or we like the money, or we like the comfort, or we check off the box that we are married. Most of our love is attachment. Attachment to what? Attachment to our own ideals, to our own fantasies, to our own expectations. So understanding this is a real punch in the face, and I talk about it in my book, A Radical Awakening. My book is not a comfortable read. Yes, don't read it because you want to be comfortable. You read it because you want to radically awaken. We chose the title, even though it had the word radical in it, which can be kind of, scary for people. And I was like, no, maybe we just call it the awakened woman or the awakened person. And my publisher was like, but it's so radical. Like, how can you minimize what it is? So it's called a radical awakening because it is too late for us to keep lying to ourselves. Do you see what's happening in our earth? Do you see what's happening with our children? Something is drastically wrong. And what's wrong is that we are asleep. We are following the pattern and the protocol like robots. So we need to wake up. Wake up to what? Wake up to the lies that we have been told. So this book systematically breaks through every lie we've been told and sets you free. But maybe you don't want to be free. The other day somebody told me, maybe it was yesterday, I don't know whether I want to be that free. Freedom is in your hands, but you need to work through what you have believed in and how these beliefs are false. So this idea that you love someone when you are actually attached to someone is a false belief. And why is it important to know? Because then when the love goes wrong or the love gets tainted, you're not entering a depression. You're brave enough to go, you know what? I didn't love this person anyway either. I was full of expectations that I just wanted them to love me back because I loved being loved. Can we be honest that most of the love we engage in is not really love? It's the love to be loved. It is the love to be significant. It is the love to get the other person's attention because we didn't have it from childhood. And it is the love to be the object of someone else's eye, right? This is what we want. April, you just bought the book, hardcover on Amazon. We're talking about concepts in my book, A Radical Awakening. So in this book, I really bust through the lies that we are attached to that then cause us suffering. So if you truly want to awaken, you need to see all the crap that's in here. There's so much crap in here. I mean, you will be just surprised. You know how when you go to get teeth cleaning and you're like, damn, holy damn, I didn't know all this crap was in my mouth. Oh, do you know how much crap is in your mind? Fiona, you just had the book delivered 5 minutes ago. So we have so much junk in here and we don't realize that this junk is causing suffering. So Asha says, how do you break out of the habit of wanting to be loved? You begin to work on yourself. That's what this book is. It's a pathway to discovering your own worth. This is my greatest, I'm attached. This is my greatest gift to you because I found it for myself. How to love myself. The only way to do this though, is you have to let go of all the crap, right? There's so much stuff that's on top of your self-love. That's on top of your self-worth. So in order to enter self-love, you have to let go of self-loathing. And what is causing self-loathing is all these false belief systems about yourself. So one by one, I break through this so that you can arrive at self-love. I went through this process. So I share this process with you page by page by page. I take you through a journey so that you can arrive at your greatest self. But it is not an easy read. It's not. It's going to challenge you. So I talk about in this book, chapter 25, about the nature of life. We attach. This is our greatest folly. Because when we attach, we want to control. When we control, we want to own. When we own, we want to possess. And these are the plagues of your existence. Mayela says, the person in my life is attached to me, not in love with me. I feel the weight of that every day. Yes, and the most amazing thing is you can tell when someone is attached to you. They need you, right? You're like, I know you think you love me, but I can see you just need me. You're just using me to complete yourself. You're not doing your own work to enter your own self-power. You are freaking using me. And you know it. And they won't accept it, right? They're like, no, I really, really, really love you. I'm sorry, I'm like talking so much. I'm warm now. And this is how they will deny that they need to see something about yourself, about themselves, right? So people don't want to see this, that they're actually needing you. They want to act like it's love. But so do you. You want to act like you love someone, but you just need them. I tell many couples, I think that's need. Oh, I think that's control. Ooh, I think that's possession. I wouldn't call that love. And they're like, what? What do you mean? I love this woman or I love this man. I'm like, all I'm hearing is need. And the noose around the neck is becoming tighter. I don't know. Is that love? Is that love when you have a noose around the neck? Cindy says, I'm so thankful to you. It's not an easy read, but you and this book have changed my life for the better. Oh, and then you write, it's not easy. Yeah, I don't write easy stuff because I don't believe in life about a life of convenience or a life of entertainment. I believe in a life of passion, a life of purpose, a life of meaning, and a life of growth. So all my books are about growth and about waking up and about honoring who it is you are. And I don't believe in the bullshit. I really don't. I'm like here to help you free yourself. And I write books about that. And it's only for those, my books are only for those who want to be freed, not for those who want to stay in the matrix and suffer. So if you want to be free, grab a copy of my book. Okay, so the nature of life is that we attach to things, time, people, events, places, and ideas with the idea that it will meet our fantasies. We attach because we don't understand that the fundamental quality of the nature of life is impermanence. All that exists is impermanent. Nothing lasts. The only constant is change. When we don't fully appreciate this simple but profound truth, we suffer. Impermanence means everything is transient, and therefore it is bound to be lost in some way, shape, or form. To love and honor life is to love and honor its impermanence. So we attach to something or some idea we believe because that gives us significance. But everything is impermanent. So no matter how much you have the noose around your children, they will leave. No matter if you have the noose around your partner, their love for you is going to change. So the only way to hold on is to embrace and surrender to the idea of impermanence. Impermanence is everywhere. So how do you then get significant? How do you then feel significant? Is when you do the work on yourself to arrive at your own place of worth. When you are deeply connected to yourself, you allow others to be deeply connected to themselves and you let them go. So when they're not happy with you, you realize it's not you, it's them, and they have a right to not be happy with you. People have a right to not like you, you know that? People have a right to hate you. People have a right to dump you. People have a right to steal from you. People have a right to do whatever they want. We don't own people. All we own are the choices we make when they do that. We don't get to tell them, but why did you do that? I mean, we can, but the fact is they did it. So our only power lies in us realizing that our choices come from their actions, and we have plenty of choices. Crying about them is just the most silly choice because we don't understand that they are not ours. We don't own them. So they can do whatever they want with their life destiny as they desire. It's not dependent on us. That is freedom. When you untether yourself from the others, when you send the others on their way to their own journey, when you allow them to be in their own power, that is freedom. And that is love. Yes, Linda, your cats love you unconditionally, but I don't know. If you don't feed them for a long time, I'm sorry, they're going to go look for someone else. And they should. Right? Wagma, you just ordered the book. Yay! We're talking about a radical awakening. Grab your copy. The concepts in this book are not easy, but they will give you liberation. They will give you the pathway to think clearly, to understand yourself deeply, and to find your inner voice. You have wisdom inside you. You just don't realize it. You've just been suppressing that wisdom so much. You have so much wisdom inside you, but you have not accessed it. Yes, Shannon's going to get a copy. All of your women around you and your brothers around you have wisdom. We all have been suppressed and conditioned by the world to ignore our wisdom. So if you truly want to break free, then this is a possibility for you through this book. Join me on June 2nd. I'm doing this amazing online event with Dr. Gabor Mate. He is phenomenal. You're going to love him. He and I together talking about our work.